Alright, what's up? I hope this video works a little bit better. We'll see what happens because the last video, the sound got messed up a little bit, but I'm still going to keep that video on. I'm not going to talk a lot. I'm not going to talk a long time in this video. I just talked for 8 minutes about 20 minutes ago, and that's enough for me to talk to myself when there's nobody else around. But hopefully this one will work out a little bit better. I'm not sure exactly what I finished talking about on the other video. I think it was dealing with Kobe Bryant and how good of a player he is. I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to say that Kobe Bryant is the best basketball player out right now. He's probably the best player, definitely since Michael Jordan. Personally, I think he's better than Jordan, but whatever. And I think that he's just as good as Magic Johnson. And Magic Johnson to me was just off the hook. I mean, this guy could have scored 30 points if he wanted to. Uh, he made his team better, and yeah, now he definitely had a team around him um, that was stacked. So people are gonna argue about that, but whatever. Anyway, talked about soccer. Talked about how I think that soccer is um, not for me. I was watching a little bit of the England United States match last week, and it was funny because I'm a track person. I ran track. I think track is a little bit more exciting than soccer, especially certain races in track. And one of the races was a 4x400 relay, which everybody knows track. It's or if you don't know track, it's one person running 400 meters. So it's four of them running 400 meters in a relay. But the NCAA championships were on, college championships. The same time, the United States was playing England, and I was trying. Trust me, I was trying to watch this soccer match, and I had the remote, and I was going back and forth. But I got stuck on the soccer because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to give this a try. I'm gonna go for a little bit longer than a minute because maybe I'm missing something. Maybe when I flip within that like minute, I'm missing something. So all right, you know what? Let's go for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I realized that I didn't miss anything other than what was going on the other station, and that was the women's final in the 4x4, and it was very, very exciting. And I said, you know what? I can't believe that I was watching soccer instead of this. And help me out. What's up with the horns in soccer? I mean, soccer is a great game to watch on TV if you want to go to sleep. It's my honest opinion. Um, but that horn, like I don't know what's going on when they have that horn. I just can't sleep well. So I'll put soccer on and take a nap. If I know it's a Saturday afternoon, I'm tired, I want to take a nap. This is not at night because at night I can just fall asleep. But I find it hard to sleep during the day. So what I do is I put soccer on. All right. Commentators, really cool, soothing voice, almost like golf. But then they have that horn, that long, steady horn. That I don't know if I think there's a fire in the house. I don't know what's going on. Listen, if you want more people to watch soccer, and for whatever reason, to fall asleep. I mean, you'll get a lot of people like that. It's like one of those relaxing, soothing, the sounds of nature sort of thing. Don't do the horn. Eliminate the horn. I think the ratings in soccer will go up because more people would want to fall asleep to it. Uh, those soccer fans, those South Americans, those Mexicans, everybody's going to say, "Hey, listen, man, don't diss our sport." Not just South America, the Europeans too. Um, Dude, it's stupid. It's my honest opinion. All right. It's a dumb sport. You think that football is a NFL, excuse me. You think that the NFL is a dumb sport. That's cool. All right. You know what? You don't understand it. Somebody tried to say, well, I don't understand soccer. What is there to understand in soccer? I'm not sure exactly about the offsides and stuff like that, but it's kicking. Yeah, there's finesse. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a lot of finesse going around when they're kicking the ball and they're whatever you call it, dribbling with the ball. I don't know what you call it, but what is there to understand? Like football is NFL. I'm gonna say football for the NFL. I'm gonna say soccer for soccer. Football is more interesting because there's a lot more. There's a lot of things going on. I mean, it's like a chess set, and each piece and each position has a different job to do. It's more intense, and plus the hitting. Come on, there's no flopping in football. There's flopping in soccer. All right. So we're not really going to talk about soccer. I think I just talked enough. But you know what? You might say, listen, talk more about soccer. Talk more about Brazil. Um, I could tell you the Brazilian women are hot. And if the World Cup was being played by females, no, not in little tight mini skirts or whatever. I'm not sexist, even though this comment does sound a little sexist. I'm just attracted to females. So if the World Cup was being played by women in shorts and stuff like that, then dude, I'm all on that. I think soccer would probably be the best sport ever, and I'd be watching it, especially like Brazilians against anybody. I don't really care. I mean, you could be Brazilian, Australian, from Cameroon. All right, you're probably hot. The women are beautiful, no matter what you look like. This is beautiful. So yeah, I'd probably watch it. But since it's not, it's being played by a bunch of very thin, skinny uh, foreigners, then yeah, I can't get into it. And then we can also say that who's a better athlete, a soccer player or an NFL player. Listen, depends on what you call and how you measure athleticism. But on average, NFL players are much better athletes. We're not talking about endurance. We're not talking about endurance because if you're going to say that, then marathon runners are better athletes than soccer players. All right, we're talking about we're talking about endurance. We're talking about speed. We're talking about strength, power. You know, being athletic makes up a lot, just not endurance. So I get tired of people saying that, oh, soccer players are much more athletic than football players. Nah, come on. Because if you take the average football player to the average soccer player, who's going to be a faster person? I mean, NFL players are some of the fastest people in the country, in the world. You know, when here in this country, in the United States, the fastest people in high school, the fastest people in college usually come from football backgrounds. And sometimes they double up, all right, in track and football. Who's going to be stronger? I don't even have to, I mean, come on. Endurance, that's going to be a big thing because I honestly feel that soccer players they have more endurance than football players because and football is not an endurance sport. So, you know, we can take on this argument. And yeah, I talked actually about 9 minutes in this video because I get heated. I get heated. I love this debate because I think it's ridiculous. I think that now soccer being boring, that's my own personal opinion. I mean, that's you might think that NFL is boring, you might think football is boring. That's fine, all right. That's not really a debate because that's your own opinion. But in terms of being a better all-around athlete, I, there's no debate. You know, you don't have to be strong to play soccer. And you talk about endurance, all right? Those offensive and defensive linemen, especially offensive linemen, they usually stay on the field and don't come out on different plays. Offensive linemen, if soccer players had to do the same thing offensive linemen did, and that's totally